Hi, this is part 2 of Gracin 20, a letter from John. And this is entitled The Response, and it reads like this. Dear Johnny, my child and friend, I was so thrilled to receive your letter. Thank you for taking the time to express what you and Beth have been thinking and sensing. I've known all about your frustrations, and I've waited for you to ask these questions. Please know that in no way am I disappointed with you. There is nothing you could ever do that would change the love that I have towards you. You're my beloved children and friends, birthed into my family through Jesus, my son. This might sound strange at first, but coming to the end of yourself is the best thing that could ever happen to you. Johnny, I know how busy you and Beth have been over the years, trying to live for me. But you need to know that I've never asked this of you. I've simply invited you to place your faith in the finished work of Jesus. Through his death and burial and resurrection, you not only received total and final forgiveness of sin, but you received a brand new life, his life. I don't ask people to try and live for me. Rather, I offer them life beyond themselves. This new life in the Spirit is not simply a life of doing, but rather a life of being. Not one of simply producing and achieving, but rather a life of abiding and receiving. It's a life of activity responding to the Spirit within, rather than always trying to initiate the Spirit's activity. This is not an issue of your hearts. For you received new and pure hearts when you came to faith in Jesus years ago. Your heart of stone was replaced with a heart of flesh, and the Holy Spirit began to dwell within you. No, this is an issue of your mind. You, like so many of my other children, have been misled by faulty teaching and untruths. You haven't truly grasped the fullness of the gospel of salvation. By grace you came to faith in Jesus, and it's by grace, not works, that you live this new life. It was never my intention for you to try to live by law, or even a mixture of law and grace. My purpose for the law was to bring people to the end of themselves, so they might receive life-giving salvation through Jesus and enter a new and living covenant of grace. You both did this years ago. Begin to walk in my grace, and you'll see that Jesus truly is everything in life. In your letter, you asked, why does being a Christian seem so tiring? Where's the abundant life? The reason you're so tired is due to your long-time attempt to live the Christian life. You think it's hard to live the Christian life? I say it's impossible. You can't. Only Jesus, my son, can live it in and through you by the Spirit. The answers to the other questions you wrote down and to the many others you didn't include can only be found in Jesus himself. The abundant life is only found when resting in him. It will never be experienced through religious systems and duty or well-meaning works of the flesh, even grade A flesh. The life you have in Jesus is one of loving relationship and union. It's in this that you'll experience true life activity birthed and lived out. Johnny, I've been misrepresented by so many people. Many of my own children view me as a demanding and accusing master. Please know that I am love. I'm not envious, boastful, or proud. I am not self-seeking or angry. My patience and kindness is towards you. I don't keep records of wrongs or right. I don't cause evil, instead I protect. I trust, and my hope for you is founded on truth. I'll always preserve and will never fail you. I find you and Beth both pleasing, not because of your doing, but because you are found in the pleasing one, Jesus. I invite you both to explore my grace towards you. It will be a journey of learning and unlearning many things. Come walk with me in freedom and discover who you really already are in Jesus. Experience the beauty of true spirit life. Learn the unforced rhythms of grace. I won't lay anything heavy or ill-fitting on you. Keep company with me and you'll learn to live freely and lightly. Love your friend, Daddy God. P.S. To be continued.